Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Glenna B. Busho,
I'm Claudine Estorpe.
I'm Mildred Paseriao.
and we are the Group 4. So I will let Claudine Estorpe to explain what is market. So Claudine, you may take the floor.
So, market. Market is a mechanism the buyers and sellers meet, either directly or indirectly. Directly is what we call as without changing direction, or vice versa, or indirectly to exchange their goods and services for monetary benefits. So, classification of markets. So, there are 4 classification of markets. So, the geography, time, nature of transaction, and the basis of regulation. So let Mildred Basilio take for further explanation.
First classification of markets is geography. Geography, your market can be local, regional, national, and international. So when we say local, suppose manufacturing your product in the city. So in regional, you are supposed manufacturing your product nearby state. In national, you are manufacturing your product and services within one particular city. In international, you are exporting your product in the other country or communities. Second classification of markets is time. Time is very short period, and long period. So when we say short period, unchanged or not changing of time. Short period and long period can be change of time in manufacturing the supply of goods and products.
So the third type of classification of markets are the nature of transaction. It could be spot market, future market. So either spot market is simple. Either I make a payment immediately by the goods and services and go home. For example, ni ato ko sa merkado, ni palit ko bula, din bayad ko diretso. Mao na ang simple spot market. While the future market is where the relativity of credit, maybe I buy the product today and make the payment toward the product or period of time. For example, nipalit ko sa merkado o kita sa ang kailangan si Claudine Estorpe, nangutang ko ni nangutang sa ko buwa ni sabot mi nga within 10 days isa sa ko mobayad ni Dia. Mauna ang future market. So napay future nga tingnan si Claudine na sa pagpangutang na ni Dia og buwad. So the fourth type of classification of markets is the basis of regulation. It could be regulated and unregulated. So regulated is a rules and regulation that pricing, ceiling, pricing, all the things that are decided by the government. So niagi ni siya sa kanang pahintulot sa gobyerno. While unregulated, if it is free from regulation from the government, such as market, become unregulated market. Kung kani ang mga goods and services nga imong mga produkto wala na niagi sa gobyerno. In economics, are focused mostly on classification of markets on competition. But before we proceed, let's define first what is competition. So competition is where two or more players competing for market share. So that's become competition. Let's say that there are 100 consumers relevant for particular good X, and there two producers, the producer A and B. Both of them like to have a maximum customers out of 100 consumers. Whenever they look on order to have the highest number of consumers, and their side becomes competition. So let us see the classification of markets on competitions. So there are 2 categories. The first one is the perfect competition. The second one is the perfect competition. So let's define first what is perfect competition. So perfect competition, it refers to a market situation where there are very large number of buyers and sellers dealing in homogeneous product at a price defined by the market. So kaning perfect competition, usa kani siya sa example kana sa merkado na kung diin na adato ang mga mamaligyaay ug ang mamalitay. Nana mo dyan atong una nga atuan na binagmangumprata. So nagdi na sila makalahi nga mo produkto. For example, so isdaan na gajud na. Buwaran na gajud na. Pasilyaw take the flow in explaining the meaning of the four types of markets and its examples.
Monopoly is a condition where there is a single seller and many buyers at the marketplace. So when we say monopoly, only one. So only one. The example of monopoly is the railways. The second one is duopoly. Duopoly is a situation where two companies together own all or nearly all of the market for a given product or services. From the word duo, so two owners. The example of duopoly is Coke and Pepsi. Even though there are a lot of brand of soft drinks, but Coke and Pepsi is the most popular.
Oligopoly refers to a market situation in which there are few firms selling homogeneous, so few firms. Selling homogeneous or differentiated products. So, an example of oligopoly is aviation industry from USA industry. The last imperfect competition is monopolistic competition. So, monopolistic competition is in which there are large number. So, large number of firms which sell closely related and differentiated products. So, example of these are the three competitiveness. So, which is the A, B, and C. They are both expert. They have got their own specialized upper feature which will make good expert upper. So for example of them is toothpaste. There are so many of them. We have a Pepsodent, but they have different fixed price. And that's all. Thank you.
So that's all for today. We hope you gain some knowledge and understanding about our topic, which is all about the classification of markets on competition. That's all, and God bless. Thank you.